guys. Go ahead and come onto your back. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Maybe rock side to side. And then stacking your knees over the hips. All right, so you can already feel like the low belly, right? That area in between the pubic bone and halfway up to your belly button is active and engaged. Hip flexors are engaged. All right, this is the low core. Those are those deep core muscles that we want to activate so that we can float effortlessly to the top of our mat, or maybe press into handstand, or just strengthen our core. So we're going to extend the right leg out to a hover. And we're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the right knee back in. Extend the left leg out. Guys, so if you need to modify this, bring the right knee in closer to your chest. You can bring the left leg up, or you can even take your hands, create a diamond shape and take it to your low back. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to extend both legs out. Lift the chest, reach the hands forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms above your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands back down. Stack your knees over the hips. And we're going to do that again. Right leg out to a hover. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the right knee back in. Left leg out. Low back presses into the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the right leg out to meet it. Pick your shoulders up off the mat. Hands forward. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms above your head. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees back in. Hands down. All right, last round. Extend the right leg out to a hover. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right knee back in. Left leg extends out. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the right leg out. Chest lifts. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms above your head. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Take a full breath in. Slide out. All right, we're going to move into eagle crunches. Cross the right leg over. Right arm under. We inhale, reach the elbows and knees away. Exhale, crunch it in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. These things are killer. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, switch sides. Don't even think about it. Left leg over, left arm under. Inhale away. Exhale, crunch it in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, make your way to a seated position on your mat. All right, we're going to move into L-sits. So you want the hands in front of the hips, right? So if they're directly beside the hips or even back, it's going to be super hard to get everything lifted. So you would definitely want the hands in front of the hips, maybe in the middle of the upper thigh, depending on how long your legs are. And we're going to do 3 rounds. We're going to start with 5, try to go to 10, and then 15 seconds. If you cannot lift the feet up, maybe you're just pressing into the hands and lifting the butt up. If the butt doesn't lift, just press the floor away. Think about pulling in and up through the pelvic floor, through the low belly, and just imagine yourself lifting. And if you have blocks nearby, you can use the blocks to give you a little extra lift. All right, guys, here we go. Hands down. We're gonna hold for 5. So press the floor away, lift, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. All Actually, it's amazing like how much your quads are working. So if your quads are sore after this could be why. All right, moving into our 10-second holds. Press the floor weight and lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. All right, we're gonna go for 15 seconds. I may not count. I may have to use all of my energy to focus and lift. So I will let you know when to let go or when to release. All right, here we go. And lift. 10, 5, release. Oh, so hard. It's very challenging. All right, bend the knees. Hands back behind you. Lift the hips. Oh, stretch the belly out. And release, come on out to hands and knees. Stacking your shoulders over the wrist, hips over knees. Let's take a few rounds of cat-cow. Drop the belly down on the inhale. And exhale, round through the spine. Press the floor away, chin to chest. Let's do 2 more. And the last one. All right, coming back out to a neutral spine, we're gonna press the tops of the feet into the mat and lift the knees just a few inches up. So if this is like cramping the tops of your feet, you can always tuck the toes under. I just like stretching out the tops of my feet. We're gonna hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees, drop the belly. All right, guys, so when we do that, I want you to think about engaging the adductors, the muscles going down the inside of the thighs, and lifting through the pelvic floor. So engaging Mula Bandha is what we call that in yoga. When you engage the adductors, the legs aren't coming together, they're just active. That allows you to lift through the pelvic floor easier, more effectively. And try not to think too much about it. Chances are, if you're thinking about it, you are actually lifting. But you want to just think of maybe like stopping the flow of urine is always like the best example I can give. All right, press the tops of your feet into the mat, lift the knees. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, drop the belly, cow pose. Stretch it out. Here we go. We're going to go into our final round. Press, lift, hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the belly. And gaze up. All right, this time we are going to tuck the toes. Let's stretch the wrist out real quick though. So we're going to tuck the toes and we're going to move into like a little, what I call like break dancer move, which is kind of fun. Showing the wrist some love real quick. And ball the fist up. All right, so shoulders, they're stacked. And we're going to tuck the toes under this time and lift the knees up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna shift onto this right hand and we're gonna kick the right foot out. So kick it out and we come back to center. And I just take my right hand to the back of my head, kick the leg out, come back to center. Let's go for 9. 8. 7. That's fun, right? 7. 6. 5. Really working the obliques. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last 1. All right, guys, downward facing dog. All right, so this is our last little, I don't know, what are we calling these little workouts? We're gonna come up onto the tippy toes and gaze forward. We're gonna tiptoe the feet in as close as we can to the wrist. Press the floor weight, tap the left foot to the right. Left wrist, right foot, right wrist, and then we walk in and back out. All right, so this is really having to work again, that area between the pubic bone and halfway up to your belly button, that low belly, tapping into the transverse abdominals, those muscles that lie behind that six pack that we try, or maybe not try so hard to obtain. All right, up onto the tippy toes, gaze forward, tiptoe, tippy toe, tip, tiptoe as close as you can, and then tap, tap, and walk it back out. There's also a lot of shoulder work because you have to press the floor away to kind of compress and pull the hip bone up into the socket and lift and tap. All right, last round. Here we go. Up onto the tippy toes. Walk it in, walk it in, walk it in, and we tap, tap. All right, keep the feet here. Lower the heels, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Grab a hold of opposite elbows, come into ragdoll. Make sure the feet are hip distance apart. Tune into your breath. Maybe interlace the fingers behind you, stretch the shoulders out. And gently release. All right, guys. Thanks for working that core with me. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye.